Hey everyone, and welcome back to USA Fans, where we're fully dedicated to cutting through the noise and bringing you only the most critical, verified updates regarding your investments in the Iraqi dinar and Vietnamese dong. And I'm so glad you are here with me right now, because what we're going to discuss today is arguably the most significant structural development we have seen in years. So if you're new to the channel, go ahead and get comfortable, grab a notebook, because today's update is absolutely massive and we need to unpack exactly what it means for you. We are talking about Tier 4 appointments, and according to the latest reports coming through verified legitimate channels, these appointments are now officially evolving into a reality for verified holders looking toward the 2026 horizon. And I know that for many of you who have been holding for a decade or more, that might sound like just another rumor, but trust me when I say this is fundamentally different. Because what we are discussing today is not speculation. It is not a guru promising an overnight rate change. This is about a structured, organized banking development that could finally give legitimate holders the official pathway they have been waiting for. So over the next 11 minutes, I'm going to break down exactly what Tier 4 appointments really mean in a practical sense, why this announcement is so critically important right now, and most importantly, the detailed steps you need to take right now to prepare yourself properly, because whether you have been holding dinar and dong for 10 years or 10 months, you deserve to understand exactly what is happening and how it affects you directly. So let's start from the beginning to ensure everyone is on the same page about what a Tier 4 appointment actually is. Well, for years, holders across the world have been waiting, hoping, and frankly praying for verified programs that would allow them to safely, securely, and officially exchange or convert their currency. And this waiting period has been filled with so much confusion, so many false alarms. And honestly, it has been exhausting trying to separate fact from fiction. But Tier 4 represents the latest phase in what appears to be a carefully designed banking system, specifically created to take verified holders out of the gray market and into a clear, legitimate pathway. So think of it not just as a meeting, but as a structured vetting system where holders who have maintained their currency legitimately are officially recognized by the financial system and given the opportunity to participate in authorized programs without having to rely on sketchy forums or unverified websites. And this is massive news because it signals genuine, tangible progress towards 2026 for holders who have been patient, who have done things the right way and are now finally being recognized for that diligence after years of hearing just wait a little longer. We are finally seeing concrete banking steps being taken to organize this process officially. Now, why is this development so incredibly important right now? Well, for one thing, this announcement shows that central banking authorities both in Iraq and in Vietnam, alongside international financial bodies, are actively preparing the infrastructure for verified programs. They're moving beyond theory and taking real, measurable steps to allow legitimate holders to participate safely. Because over the past several years, we have seen endless speculation, but very little concrete action until now. And the fact that the mechanisms for Tier 4 appointments are being established indicates that serious coordinated steps are being taken behind the scenes to organize this entire complex process properly. So for anyone holding Iraqi dinar or Vietnamese dong, this should be seen as a clear signal that the long-awaited official programs are moving forward in a real way. However, and this is the most crucial part of today's discussion, we have to manage expectations about timing and what these appointments actually entail right now, because I know some of you watching this are wondering, does this mean my currency is suddenly worth a fortune? Today is a revaluation happening right this second. And I want to be completely honest and transparent with you about this, because false hope is damaging being eligible for or even scheduling a Tier 4 appointment. Looking toward 2026 does not automatically mean your currency has been revalued overnight. It does not mean you can walk into a bank tomorrow morning and exchange your dinar for some astronomical rate that you saw posted on social media. What it does mean is that you are now moving into a position to safely participate in official programs that could eventually potentially lead to revaluation or favorable exchange opportunities. Think of Thai R4 appointments as graduating from holding a speculative piece of paper to being placed on a verified priority list within the banking system. A list that gives you access to official government-sanctioned programs in a structured, secure, and legal way. And this is a huge step forward, but we must understand that the rollout will be gradual. Banks and central authorities need to coordinate carefully to verify notes, update their internal systems, establish proper security protocols, and roll out procedures in a way that is sustainable and does not create chaos in the global financial system, which means we should expect a phased implementation spread out over time rather than everything happening all at once on a single day in 2026. And this gradual approach is actually a good thing because it means the process is being handled responsibly and professionally rather than recklessly. So patience and readiness continue to be essential qualities for any serious holder. Now, knowing that this is a process and not an overnight event, let's talk in detail about what holders need to do right now, today, this week, to position themselves properly. Because preparation is the only thing you can control. First and absolutely foremost, verification and organization of your physical currency is critical. You need to make absolutely certain that all of your currency notes are authentic and in good condition. I cannot stress this enough. When you eventually sit down for a Tier 4 appointment, the banks and financial institutions participating in these programs will require thorough technological verification (BFO), allowing any conversions, exchanges, or transactions if your notes are not authentic or if they are damaged, torn, or heavily worn so badly that machines cannot read them. You could face serious delays or even rejection from the program entirely. So take the time now to inspect your holdings carefully and get them professionally verified if needed. Second, you need to organize your notes by denomination right now. Do not wait until you get an appointment confirmation and then try to sort through boxes of mixed currency the night before in a panic. Keep your smaller denominations separate from your larger bills. Create a detailed inventory of exactly what you have. This organization will make any future verification and processing procedures significantly smoother and faster. Financial institutions appreciate organization. It shows them that you are a serious prepared holder and it speeds up the process for everyone involved. Third, maintain comprehensive documentation. And this is where many people fall short. Receipts, proof of ownership, bank withdrawal slips showing when you got the cash to buy the currency identification documents. All of these materials may be required during Tier 4 appointments to prove you're not involved in money laundering or illicit activities. So start gathering and organizing these documents right now. Create a secure folder, physical or digital, that contains everything you might need. Proving the legitimacy of your holdings ensures you won't run into frustrating red tape when it is finally your turn. Now, I need to take a moment to address something really important that always spikes when real news comes out, and that is scams. Because major developments like Tier 4 appointments becoming a reality, unfortunately, attract fraudsters and scammers like moths to a flame. These bad actors will promise you insider access, guaranteed profits, or fast-tracked appointments to skip the line if you just pay them an upfront fee or give them your personal information. I want to be crystal clear about this. Almost all of these claims are completely fake. Stick exclusively to verified banks, licensed currency exchanges, and official government programs. Do not trust random people in online groups. Do not wire money to someone claiming to be a bank insider who can get you in early, and never give your currency or your personal information to anyone who contacts you out of the blue, promising special treatment. Protecting your investment right now, protecting what you have worked hard to accumulate, is far more important than chasing hype or falling for offers that sound too good to be true. Remember, preparation and patience. Those are your two most powerful tools for safely navigating this entire process. As we look toward 2026 and beyond, it is important to maintain a long-term perspective. Tier 4 appointments are not the end of the story. They are just the beginning of a new chapter. They are part of a much broader, longer-term plan to strengthen financial systems in Iraq and Vietnam, modernize their banking infrastructure, improve currency management practices, and create safe, structured, legitimate programs for global currency holders. While immediate dramatic gains may not occur the moment you walk into an appointment, the long-term benefits of being part of an official verified program include security, credibility, legal protection, and the potential for significant increases in currency value as these countries continue to develop economically and strengthen their financial positions. So patience, organization, and readiness will pay off in the long run.